So I'm going to take a moment to introduce everybody on the panel. So down on the end we have Aunt Clemons, singer, songwriter, and producer from New Jersey, residing in LA, and from a guest feature on All Mine by Ye to working with the likes of Beyonce and SZA, Ed Sheeran, Camila Cabello, her. Ant has been persistent in leaving his mark on the music industry. His debut project, Happy to Be Here, earned him his first Grammy nomination for Best R&B Album, and at the 2021 Grammy Awards, along with Justin Timberlake, he and Ant performed their song together, Better Days, for President Biden in 2021 inauguration. Let's welcome Ant. Incredible. All right, and you met Mia from the Netherlands, who performed for us tonight. She's going to tell us more about some upcoming projects. And we have Qveen Herby. Our fiercely independent rapper, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur. All-around self-discovery guru.
Yes.
The Nebraska native, Berklee College of Music graduate, emerged with the viral pop duo Carmen in 2011. And into her hypnotic catalog of vibration-raising songs and the Herby House, healing community for inspiration and indulging your inner artist. Welcome, Qveen Herby.
So I wasn't told I was sitting by Qveen. I'm just so fucking blind. What? That's bullshit. Thanks for the water.
That's not water.
Lachi's next gig is definitely stand-up. Right, we've all been moved by and laughed now with Lachi. Amazing. This is Jeremy Gruber. Yes. Head of Artist Marketing and Digital Strategy. Oop, my phone's getting in my way. Here we go. Head of Artist Marketing and Digital Strategy at Friends at Work, where he leads innovative campaigns helping artists like John Legend and Charlie Puth connect with fans through cutting-edge digital strategy, technology, and experiential marketing. With 2 decades at the intersection of music and tech, from launching early e-commerce for Motley Crue to driving digital innovation at Concord, and co-founding the marketing tech startup FoundE, Jeremy brings deep industry insight and a passion for evolving how artists reach and grow their audiences. He's really good at seeing through the challenges and helping to sweep away those challenges, the things that don't matter, and help to focus on the core of the artist. He's been an adjunct professor, speaker, and mentor for a lot of different programs, and loves being an outside voice to help people see things differently. Welcome, Jeremy. Awesome. And Carly Rose, you all heard and were touched by today. Oh, I still need my notes. And I'm Wendy Parr, founder of the Parr Method and COMPASS. And I just love music and artists and everything left of center. As we first speak, if we can introduce ourselves with name, pronouns, presenting gender, race, ethnicity, what makes you you. And so I'm Wendy Parr. I am a small fairy. I'm a woman who happens to be white. I'm female, but I don't care what you call me. There's definitely a lot of male hair. And I think that's good and feisty. Okay. Okay, so in terms of the questions, feel free, like, if you got a passion to answer it, answer it. If you don't, wait for the next one. I got a lot of questions we can get to or not. So I want to look back at the beginning for you as an artist, as a creative. Was there a place where you ever felt stuck, or as an entrepreneur, where you ever felt stuck, unclear, maybe misaligned with your artistry or career? And was there a moment that you became aware, I need to fundamentally shift?
I feel like I can answer that.
Okay, start with a visualizer, please.
Okay, so I wrote that down because I was not going to remember it. So I'm Mia Nicolai, she, her, Dutch, Russian, organic glam, and I'm a rocket girl with a big, colorful, emotional, rich heart. I feel like I have always felt like something was missing for me artistically. I could feel that I was like seeking for something that would just click. And it wasn't until this year that everything clicked for me, actually. where I'm from Amsterdam, and in the Netherlands and in Amsterdam, there is this saying like act normal because that's already crazy enough. And so I was really struggling to be an extra artist, but every bone in my body wanted to come out of the shell, and it was really uncomfortable. And it wasn't until this year at COMPASS I met my main collaborator, Ella Voss, who you also know. And for an example, like she'll say something to me, I'll like put an outfit together for a show, and she'll be like, yeah, that's cute if you go to the show, but maybe you want to do something more. And that's been like really helpful to have around. Thank you for everyone that has been helping for that. As well as like this was, I feel like I did Eurovision in 2023, and I did it. Thank you. And I did it in a duet partnership where I had to compromise quite a bit of myself. And doing that actually taught me who I am not, which then taught me who I could be. And so then when I made the EP with Bedla, it was the first time that someone said, hey, I believe in you musically, let's do a whole project. But then it added to everything else that then this year with visually understanding better who I want to be, and then musically also feeling more free because of all that. I think that this is going to be the first time that I'm like excited to put out everything that I'm putting out. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think, and Jeremy, I bet you're going to speak to this as well. My experiences with artists is that you'll spend a lot of years figuring through what I'm not, because of all the experiences you have where you aren't heard, or you're not clear yet. Like you're trying a lot of things, and then 2 more years to figure out who you are based after the knowing who you aren't. They feel like which is why I made Compass. I want to save 4 years for y'all. Jeremy, I feel like you wanted to say to that.
Well, I was going to answer the original question, and it's going to touch on some of it, but from an executive perspective, because I am an artist. I did start as an artist, and I moved to Los Angeles to play music when I was 18. I went to USC and graduated from USC in 2005, which is a weird time to be entering the music industry, because if you think about it, that's when Facebook was invented, iTunes was invented while I was in school. MySpace was invented, YouTube was invented, like all these things that are just so normal now were all created while I was at a university, and they can't possibly teach you what business you're about to get into if it's being invented while you're there. And on the other side, 80% of record retail went out of business within a year of me graduating. So my entire career working in the quote-unquote record industry has been invented that. And by the way, I didn't self-identify. I'm a big dude. It's just kind of how I've always been. I was 6'3", 250 when I was like 13 years old, so I've just always been a big dude. I'm wearing all brown today, which is unusual for me. I'm usually an all black guy, but I am a white person. So I wear all black, but I am a white person. But no, I'm wearing a brown leather jacket. And yeah, I do, like I said, identify as a big dude, which I have a presence in a room, and I acknowledge that's a privilege also, that I can kind of take up space in that way. But that is kind of part of my story also, is that, I found my way through my career, and I got recruited by a major label once. And I was at an indie, I was a manager level executive at Concord, and there's a Universal label that tried to recruit me, but Universal distributed Concord. So there was a way over my pay grade battle that stopped me from getting that recruitment job. I literally could not take this job that was going to change my life, 40% increase in pay, all these things. I was like, oh my God, this is what I need. This is what I've been striving for. I want that. And it literally was taken away from me by my bosses. And they gave me a consolation prize or whatever. And you know what it really did for me? Is I woke up and I was like, wow, this company doesn't care about me, so I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm just going to show up every day, and I'm going to just talk about my ideas and not be afraid to share my ideas, because that's what got me recruited, and so it must mean something to someone. And so again, I understand I have a presence, I can go into a room and speak like that, but it also just let me know that I don't need to work. I don't need to be afraid or worry about what they're thinking about me. My ideas have value, and they are original, and that's a good thing you got to carry with you.
That is gorgeous, and this literally applies to everybody. You're a creative. You bring your ideas. the idea of thinking outside the box. It like I don't know that's just a cliche, but it is that. It's the I gotta stop thinking about I gotta bring my humor to this. I gotta bring my this to this. That's how you make a fun widget. You know, that's how you get an Ed Sheeran commercial about Heinz ketchup right now that is so good, and it's so good. And apparently it's just literally the idea he had, and that's what they did. And I'm like, that's how you get that. As someone said, I have an idea. Let's put it out there. I love that.